and I think we should now be live. Hello everyone and welcome back for a GT Sport race. We've put in the one-off event for a NASCAR race. The first time I believe Gavra Racing has done a NASCAR race, and we're here on GT Sport. We have 14 drivers lined up tonight for Blue Moon Speedway, and they are driving the Group 3, the GT3 Ford Mustang tonight. And yes, this is going to be a very exciting race. We have a 10-minute quali followed by a 60-lap race. It's not quite as big as the Indianapolis 500. We've more or less got the Gavra Racing 60. It doesn't sound as entertaining, but I will guarantee you we are going to have some amazing racing here tonight. But I'll just quickly go through the drivers' list. Then we have Dano, Aston, Wolfie, Andy, Connor, Wiggly, Dan, Toussaint, Woody, Thunder, Bonnie Evil, Tiger, Ted and Matt Gaiman. Everyone will be restricted to the soft compound tyres for this race, and we do have some tyre and fuel depletion, so it's going to be interesting to see whether different people go for different strategies with the fuel and tyres. But we've got some lap times coming in. Slipstream is going to be very important around this track, you would imagine. A 43.4 for Tiger, putting him down in 9th, well, of course, the 12th place, sorry. I believe Bonnie Evil currently with a 42.2, and it's in a really quick lap from Bonnie. I reckon the 42 flats maybe is a likely time we're going to see, possibly maybe the 41s with a lot of slipstream and bump drafting, but you can see Bonnie's down on his time. So yeah, the field is going to be incredibly close tonight, and well, there's one car I'm seeing approaching turn 2. If I can find who that is, I have no idea who it is. It's Matt Gaiman. Hopefully he can find some slipstream, otherwise, no offence, but he's going to put in a not very competitive time, as the slipstream is more than important. Bonnie on pole position. We've kind of got a 3 wide moment going into turn 1. One of 3 corners around this track, not your average NASCAR track, but it's the most representative. We do have the Northern Isle Speedway, but that takes about 15 seconds to complete and will be like 100 laps. And yeah, I think this is probably the best version of NASCAR that we have. I believe we're live. We should be live. I haven't actually got the Discord notification yet, but I've gone on Twitch and we are actually live. Apologies for starting a little bit late. We just had to wait for a few people to join the lobby. But we can see here Thunder and Toussaint doing a bit of bump drafting. Toussaint giving the Irishman a little bit of help down the straight in towards turn 1. But it's currently Bonnie Evil on pole by 3/10, so really impressive from the Englishman early on in this session. 42.2, that's actually a really good competitive time. As you can see, 3/10 quicker than Thunder, as he's actually going to go down the inside of Toussaint, and it's now going to be him giving Toussaint the tow in this qualifying session. You can see there Thunder on the right. His best time is a 42.5, and he's only 3/10 off pole. A really nice feature to have in this game. Also, we can welcome back the replay features, as Thunder and Toussaint don't improve on their times. Wolfie improves, goes up into 10th place as I find him down the leaderboard. So it's annoying I don't get to see the whole leaderboard, but it will make do. Let's have a look at ND, currently 1.1 seconds off pole. I'm sure if he finds someone to get the tow, it will be really beneficial for him. Ted still in the pits. I'm not sure what he's planning on doing here. Everyone else is going to be doing laps and burning their fuel. And something actually we're going to have for this race is we're going to have a manual formation lap, which we're going to try in preparation for the 24-hour race, and also the 3 hours of Spa. If you would like to sign up to either of them, make sure to message Toussaint. However, I do believe the 24-hour one is full, but just double check with Toussaint, who's currently in 4th place at the minute, getting slipstream from who I believe was Thunder or Wolfie. I'm not too sure. I thought he was behind someone. Turns out I was mistaken. But we've got a few people in the pits. Thunder just came out of the pits, might have had some damage. Yeah, I think I did see Thunder. I think he was just in the pits. Hello to everyone who's currently watching. I will actually load up the Twitch chat on my phone in a minute. Unlike Toussaint, I have charge in my phone and I'm prepared for these streams. Let's have a look. Who else is actually... I think everyone's on a lap. We've got a nice slipstream train forming here with Ted, Toussaint, Tiger actually improving, going up into 6th place. But let's just watch this little bit of a battle forming between Ted and Toussaint. Ted going down the inside, getting the move done for track position. I'm not sure track position's too vital around this track though. Let's have a quick look at just the timing screens. So you can see here in the circle lap, not the track lap. So whoever's in 11th, let's go to 11th. Wolfie is in 11th with the Scout down behind. This is where kind of the most cars are in this qualifying session. Not going to lie, I was expecting more of a longer train rather than individual battles, but we've still got 4 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Wolfie actually decides to come into the pits. Get on a fresh set of soft tyres. Only soft tyres can be used in this race, as I don't think there is much of a time difference between the hards and the super softs, to be honest. We've got a bit of a battle here forming in quali. We've got three Irishmen, Thunder, and I believe it was ND and Dano. I'm not too sure. Thunder's backing off of this lap and will go again for another one. He's going to let ND go through. That was actually ND behind him, currently in 13th place. Can he improve on his time? Doesn't improve by 2/10, and is currently 7 thousandths behind Matt Gamer and 1.1 seconds off pole, who is still being held by Bonneville as things stand. People coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Toussaint and Bonneville both coming into the pits. Ted improves, goes up into 12th place behind Wolfie, his previous GT Sport teammate. We've actually got quite a few teammates in here from the previous league. We've got Thunder and Woody, Toussaint and Tiger. Now we've got the two commentators from Group B, Dano and ND. We've got the Scout Dan and Aston, Wolfie and Ted. Matt Game is here as well. I don't think his teammate is here. I can't remember who his teammate was. That's really bad. I can't actually remember who his teammate was. But we've also got Wrigley Style here. You might recognise him from the F1 leagues. He's currently sat in 7th place. I think this is his GT Sport, or his Gavra Racing GT Sport debut. So it's going to be an absolutely carnage race for him to make his debut. But one that hopefully he can do well in. And there's the train that I was talking about. Everyone taken to the infield part of the track. Someone span, and I believe that's Wolfie. Spinning, and he's actually got a rear left damage, so someone might have front bumper damage. No one that I can see, but we're going to continue on through the final corner, and it's currently Bonneville, Thunder, Woody are your top 3 as things stand in quali. Can anyone knock Bonneville off pole position? Currently 3/10 is the gap between first and second. A really good lap from Bonneville. I know I've said that a few times already, but really impressive to be 3/10 ahead of second place around an oval. Must have had the dream slipstream and a bit of bump drafting as well. As you can see, we're getting an awesome camera shot. Literally Tiger going inside the camera there. Wonder if we'll get more of that in the race. But here's the train now forming. We've got 2 cars in the pits, so one of them is going to lose out on this train if it's going to get their own slipstream. You can see ND on the inside taking to the infield, make sure he's getting out of the way nicely. But here we go, some more competitive lap times are going to be filtering through the time screens. Thunder doesn't improve. Is anyone actually going to improve? We've not had someone set a faster lap in quite a while actually. Connor's not improving, Toussaint's not improving, Tiger's not improving. So we're not really getting, you know, the oomph. All the quick times are happening at the start. Tiger has just set the fastest first sector, however, as I say that. So this could be a good lap from him. Thunder getting past Toussaint around the outside. As I think Thunder's backing off of his time. We've got carnage through the final corner. And this is making me think I should put this in the league. This is only qualifying and we're getting double fire racing already. Can anyone improve as we approach the start-finish line? Toussaint doesn't improve, Dano does improve, Tiger doesn't improve and goes up into 5th place. Dano goes up into 8th place. Your GT Sports Group B commentator also commentated the weekend league with me while I was there before my internet decided to have issues. But currently, everyone's starting their final lap. We do have one driver in the pits, that is Matt Gamer. He's not going to improve in this quali session. We've got someone going around the final corner, that is Ted, and he's on an out lap, so he won't be able to improve. Stays in 12th place for now, but all can change in the race. Now, the final corner, this is absolutely insane. And yeah, this is actually quali. You wouldn't believe it, but this is quali. We do have a 60 lap race that will take about 40 minutes. And yes, that cheat is left hand. Does anyone improve? Dano does improve, but no one's able to knock Bonneville off pole position. Wolfie does improve, goes well, stays in. That's not 3rd place, that's Wolfie. I'm going to have to get back used to not saying Wolfie and Woody, the common mistakes I made last 2 seasons. Was it 2 seasons ago? 2 or 3 seasons ago at Mount Panorama, there was a Wolfie, a Woody, a Ted, a Tim, and a Finn. That just got too confusing for me. Yeah, this is Quali. That's you. Yep, left turn. Hello, Rick Holt, Yordi as well, Cash Dangle. And there's the starting grid: Bon Evil, Thunder, Woody, Two Saint Tiger, Connor. I've kind of lost touch with reading the quali results, but for the formation lap, you'll see the starting grid once again. We're going to have a manual formation lap. Let's see, I hope this works. We're going to go single file, and then in the chat I'll put double file. We'll all be going double file up until the start finish straight. So let me just remind everyone, single file formation lap. Not that, there we go, single file formation lap. Just so everyone is reminded, in case people didn't read their messages. And then when we get to turn 3, I'll put double file in the chat, and then we'll go double file up until the line. But here we go, we're going to get the countdown. I need to get the graphics up, not exit. But if I remember how to get the UI off, it's one of these buttons. There we go, that one. So we're going to get the UI off. We've got Bonnie on pole position, followed by Thunder in second, Woody in third, Two Saint in fourth, Tiger in fifth, Connor in sixth, Dano in seventh, Math Game in eighth, Wiggly in ninth, the Scout Dan in 10th, Wolfie in 12th. I don't know who was in 11th there. We've got Acid in 10th, Wolfie in 11th, Ted in 13th, Math Gamer in 13th, and MD in 14th. I kind of got through that. Not very well though. Let's go back up to pole position. What's people saying in the chat is 60 laps. Dutchy couldn't do it because of his night race. Dutchy is speed. I'll read all the messages out in a minute, but we're approaching the final corner. So this is where I'm going to put double file in the chat, and then everyone will be able to see that. Apologies for not capitalising the D. But here we go, we're there, if I can speak English. We're about to go racing here at the Blue Moon Speedway for 60 laps, mile 59 of Blue Moon Speedway, and it's boogity boogity boogie, and away we go for the start of the NASCAR off-season event. It's currently Bon Evil who leads Woody, looking for a move down inside of Thunder. Two Saint currently sitting in fourth position, Connor making up positions in fifth, followed by Tiger in sixth, Dano in seventh, Wiggly dropping down to ninth, Wolfie as well in ninth place. We've got a few few shifters off the start, but it's currently Bon Evil who still leads the way. Thunder in second. We've got the train of cars forming now. As well, first lap is all clean, but for how much longer? Just quickly see what people are saying in the chat. Good evening, Black Country. Chick Hicks is on front. Bon Evil being compared to Chick Hicks. We've got the nice green car on Bon Evil. A nice variety of cars on the grid. There's already been a bit of a gap forming between Dano and Tiger, about 1 second. He needs to close that down if he's to stay in the slipstream in this race. But Thunder making a move, and Bon Evil down inside for the lead. Two Saint as well, also on the inside. Connor being left to dry, hang out to dry on the outside. It's currently Thunder and Bon Evil going wheel to wheel up and towards turn 2. As it's Two Saint making gains up into third place. He's under pressure from Woody, Connor even putting Woody under pressure, going to try and go around the outside of the banked turn 2. All of these corners being banked. Obviously it's a NASCAR track, as a purple sector's being set. Obviously it's the first actual competitive lap. Woody are down the inside of Two Saint. Bon Evil though still leads the way, looking towards the back of the grid. I think the gap's actually closed up between Dano and Tiger, so that's going to keep everyone in a chance of winning this race. Dano setting the fastest lap at 42.7. Two Saint looking to go down the inside. Woody and Tiger having a little bit of a battle here. Connor running a little bit wide, that's going to leave him vulnerable. He is going to get a good acceleration though, going down the straight in towards turn 2. Fastest sectors being put in. We're only on lap 4 out of 60. It's going to take about 40 minutes. Dutchy says he's feeling dizzy. We're only turning left. I don't think he liked the teacups at that, theme parks or something. But here goes Bon Evil down the inside of Thunder, making moves for the lead of the race. Thunder on the outside, Connor on the outside of Two Saint as well. These guys going 2 by 2, going into turn 3 on lap 4 out of 60, approaching lap 5. We might get a 3-lap moment here, going towards turn 1. Two Saint making up positions, looking for a move on Connor. It's going to try and go down the inside. He might try and send it on Thunder as well. We're going to ride on board as he gets the move done up into third place. You can see there Connor on the right hand side, he kept it round the outside really nicely actually. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap forming between, I think that's Ted and the scout down. Aston in 12th place as well, and Math Gamer and ND losing positions at the start. They need to work together to catch up to this train of cars. I believe this is the battle from first all the way down to 9th or 10th even. The scout down just at the back of this. Connor looking for a move down the inside of Thunder. The two Irishmen battling away on that. 5 approaching 6. We've got an Irish 2, 3, 4 and a British 1, 5, 6. The top 6 separated by nothing really, only 6/10 to top 10 separated by 1.2 seconds. Ted currently 1.8, 1.7 behind the leaders, and those two guys will need to work together in order to catch up. Connor and Woody going wheel to wheel as we approach turn 5, the longest, I believe this is actually the second longest straight in the track. I think the start finish straight is slightly longer, but don't quote me on that. Connor on the outside losing positions to Saint and Tiger on the inside, now down to 6th place. Wiggly as well going to go to the inside of Connor, then the scout down also going down the inside. Connor losing so many positions in one corner. We can actually get a quick replay and see just what happened on the outside. You can see everyone just on the inside having to go less distance than Connor, losing positions early on, but shouldn't impact him too much. We've still got plenty of laps to go. It's currently Bon Evil who leads the way, followed by Thunder, Woody, to Saint, Tiger, Wiggly, the scout down, Connor, Dano, Wolfie, Aston, Ted, Math Gamer and ND towards the back of the pack, but Bon Evil's got a 5/10 gap to Thunder. Thunder stays within 7-8 tenths. He will get the slipstream of the car ahead. It is on raw rather than what we used in the league, which is weak. As here goes Woody now looking for a move down the inside of Woody down the inside of Thunder. Someone running wide in the background. That might have been Wiggly, I'm not sure. As the train continues, Wiggly now to the inside of Tiger. You can see they're matched on Delta times. Wiggly moving his way up into 5th place. He's going to go down the inside of Tiger, and they're still going to go wheel to wheel through turn 1. Tiger on the outside, going to have the better acceleration. Someone's getting all out of shape. I think that's Connor in the background in the blue Mustang with the white stripes and the Irish flag on the roof, looking back up top. And Bon Evil is actually putting away with this one, 9 tenths to Thunder and Woody behind. These two now need to work together in order to catch up, and they both have similar amounts of fuel. Everyone has similar amounts of fuel. Someone there was saving a lot. Tiger has got quite a bit of fuel, so he's probably saving fuel. Bonnie getting out of shape in the final corner. You can see the Delta's now coming down, and this is exactly what Thunder and Woody need. They're now going to bump draft each other if they're smart to gain in on Bonnie. They do seem to be smart this time around, not trading positions and trying to catch up to the car in front. Bon Evil having actually really good pace in these NASCAR races, as you can see putting away. We do have BOP on, so there is no upgrading of the car, and you can just see this putting away in a straight. That's remarkable from Bon Evil. 9 tenths now separating Thunder between Bon Evil. So somehow Bon Evil has been able to get out of the slipstream train. All have around similar amounts of fuel. Two Saint and Tiger though doing well to save fuel. If we look, I was going to say if we look temporarily towards the back, but here goes Wiggly Style. He might look for a move on to Saint. You can see in the background there some people trying to make moves. Ted towards the inside of Dano, I think that is. Didn't let me look back there. It's Ted and Wolfie going wheel to wheel. Ted up into 12th place, Aston in 11th. These guys all seem to work together if they're to gain on the train in front. I believe it's being led by Math Gamer. You can see they're the battle for 9th place. They're 1.7 seconds behind the leaders. They need to work together if they're to catch up. Tiger's going for a move down the inside of Wiggly Style. Can he get the move done? Not quite. Wiggly Style remains in 5th place for now. That's not what I wanted. Why is it doing that? There we go. But you can see Bon Evil now a 1.4 second gap, and it's really pulling away with this one as things stand. Some people say NASCAR doesn't take a lot of skill, but apparently Bon Evil's showing her skill here tonight. Woody now getting the move done on Thunder in the attempts to try and gain back on Bon Evil, who has a 1.6 second lead in a track that has 3 corners. You'd think it'd be hard to find so much time over your competitors, but Bonnie's making it work. Thunder now in 3rd place. Wiggly moves his way up into 4th place after getting past to Saint. Tiger in 7th place. Under pressure from the scout down. Is he going to go for a move? We're going to have some bump drafting here. These guys working together to catch up to the leader, looking down towards the back Dano's going for a move on Matt Gamer, the battle for 10th place. He gets down the inside into turn 1 of Matt Gamer, gets up into 9th place. There's a little bit of contact, as I think that's ND, no it's Connor, sorry, who made a mistake there, is now dropping off the back of the Scout down for 7th place. Someone saying in the chat, Born Evil's hacking. Well, a 2.3 second gap. You start to ask questions about the performance, but a really good job from Bon Evil actually. 2.4 seconds ahead of Woody. You just think these guys would be working together. I think they're trying to work together, but even with the slipstream and the bump drafting, they just can't catch up to the car in front. You can see the battle back down here for 8th place as well, so we've kind of got 2 trains now. 3 if we count Bon Evil as a solo train. But if these guys need to be smart about this, if they're to gain back on Bon Evil, you can see the deltas going down the straights. I wonder if it's actually in the corners where Bon Evil's making most of the time. When we get to the end of the straight, you can see the delta's going, it's now going up through the corners, it's now going down. This is real bizarre for the cars behind them. They're probably questioning what's going on and why they're losing so much time. Bonnie's got a little bit less fuel to Woody, quite a bit less fuel actually, so maybe these guys are saving fuel. They're going to have shorter time in the pit stops, but they're going to go 3 wide between Connor, Dano, Ted, and maybe Matt Gamer as well, getting involved. Aston around the outside of Matt Gamer, the battle for 8th place, couldn't quite get it down. Connor on the outside, inside of Dano, 2 blue Mustangs battling away, 2 Irishmen battling away for 10th place in this race. I'm going to look towards the battle here for now. Just quickly check up top. Thunder's going for a move down the inside of Woody. Actually not going to make the move stick. But yeah, Aston's able to come out on top in this mini battle for 8th place. Dan and Connor going wheel to wheel. Ted and Wolfie, the 2 brothers battling at the back. And we do have 14 cars. Andy is slow dropping off the back of this train. Hopefully he can catch back up. As Thunder and Wiggly now going wheel to wheel in towards turn 1. Thunder on the outside of Wiggly. These guys going wheel to wheel. They're losing so much time to Bon Evil in front. Absolutely killing the time. You can see Bonnie's got way more fuel. Does mean that these guys will be spending less time in the pits, and every second counts, especially when you're refueling. Dan and Tiger battling away for 6th place as well, looking towards the back of the pack. There's Matt Gamer and Aston going wheel to wheel. Aston on the outside of Matt Gamer through the final corner, gets up into 8th place. Aston is now 1.3 seconds behind Dan. If these guys can work together and find 7, 8 more tenths, and they will be in the slipstream of the pack chasing the leader, Bon Evil. But Woody now under pressure from Thunder is going to go round the outside of the Irishman. Wiggly Style as well is going to go round the outside, try and get the move done. Woody might be putting it into a lower engine mode and trying to save fuel. Looking towards the back once again. I think that was Dano getting the move done on Connor, the battle for 9th place, as Aston's starting to pull away a little bit. As Dutchy's saying they might try and go for a 1-stop. I mean, it could be possible if they can get the fuel to lap 20. You can see Thunder, if you think about it, the target time for 50% is lap 15. We're on lap 16. Thunder's on 50% of fuel. So if he can make that fuel go to lap 30, lap 29, then he's in a good chance of doing the 1-stop, whereas Bon Evil has got about 40% of fuel left. So Dutchy saying a 1-stop, it could be definitely possible for those guys out front who are saving their fuel. Anyone who's got more than half a tank is in a good chance, or has a good chance of making the 1-stop work. Someone hit the wall heavily. I think that was Connor. No damage, luckily, but you can get a time penalty for wall riding if it's deemed necessary, which is why the wall collision penalty is actually on for this race, just in case anyone's wall riding. So if Bonnie was wall riding, she would get a swift penalty. Woody trying to go down the inside of Wiggly. The Swede versus the Irishman. Settles in between the two onto the podium for now. Is actually going to get really aggressive here and start fighting with Thunder. I don't think Thunder's not going to fight this too hard. I think Thunder's going to try and save fuel. Wiggly is on the same fuel roughly as Bonnie. I mean, Bonnie's burning a lot of fuel. Bonnie's definitely going for a 2-stop in this race. Dutchy saying fuel tank is halfway through the race and now on 15 laps. That is correct. If they can get lap 30, then a 1-stop's definitely possible. Tyre wear isn't too bad as well. And sorry guys, but I need to clear my throat. Okay, we're back. Don't worry, I'm not dead yet. I'm not done. who's going wheel to wheel. The Scout Down and Tiger battle for 6th place. Tiger dropped 1 second now behind Toussaint. Might be trying to save more fuel than the cars in front. Wiggly moving his way up into 2nd place. Definitely not fuel saving. You can see the different fuel limiters. Toussaint and Tiger both in a really good position actually. They're at 50% and we're on lap 19 out of 60 at the minute. Math Gamer, sorry, going down the inside of Dan of the battle for 9th place. Ted as well is going to get involved in this battle. Ted currently behind Math Gamer, didn't have the best of qualies, but we can actually ride on board with Ted. This is the camera that Dutchy uses somehow, and you can just see the train that's forming in front. If we go back up top to these guys, see how close Woody's running to Thunder. We might see some bump drafting on these guys, trying to gain down on Bonnie Evil, who has a 5.2 second lead. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Cars where Lightning McQueen's got a whole lap to catch back up to the leaders, and well, that's currently Bonnie Evil, currently ahead of the chasing pack. Or you could say it's kind of like cycling. You have that one guy who sets off right really early at the start, and then you've got the peloton chasing behind. And that's kind of this chasing pack here for 7th place, and above you've kind of got the second group kind of down below who will come back towards the end. Hopefully these guys can actually work together and gain in on the battle for what is 2nd place. But we've hit a point in the race where I think everyone's realised that you have to work together in order to catch up to the cars in front. As I say that, Math Game is going to look for a move down the inside of Dano. Wasn't quite close enough to get the move done. Play Dutch is saying Wrigley found his talent in left turns. Well, he's currently in 2nd place. He's doing a good job. And for those who don't know, Dutchy was really excited when we went to infield A in the league, because there are only 2 right turns left. All the other turns go left, and he was actually really excited, the joy on his face, to see that we'd only be turning left and right twice. That really put a smile on his face. Dutchy, Cash Demo saying, Natty, if you think Dutchy is GT Sport cam is bad, then you haven't. Yeah, his F1 cam is his first person, as that looks like the Scout Down going down the inside of Tiger. It isn't, but stays in 7th for now. We kind of got some double filing happening here towards the back. There's Math Gamer looking for a move. Ted looking for a move from Math Gamer, currently going wheel to wheel with Connor. These guys slowly but surely trying to gain on the battle for 7th place. It's Math Gamer trying to go around, Ted trying to go around the outside of Math Gamer, but remains in 11th place for now. Looking up the battle for up top, because it's getting a bit closer now. I think people are starting to burn their fuel and realising they can probably take the fuel to the end of the race if they target lap 13. But you can see Bonnie Evil is low on fuel with a 6-second lead. As our Toussaint's going to try and go down the inside of Woody. These two going wheel to wheel as they crashed in quali in Alsace. I won't forget that. I remember starting the stream and then those two crashed at the start of quali. Toussaint now losing positions as it's not in their slipstream. Losing positions to Dan and Tiger, who makes their way up into 5th and 6th respectively. Woody is at the front of this newly formed train, as everyone is starting to burn their fuel. Tiger down the inside of Woody, the battle for 4th place between these two. I'm sure Dan's going to want to get involved in this as well. You can see the guys in the background as well, slowly but surely gaining on this fight. It's single file for now, but until someone tries to go for a late lunge, that someone's going to be Dan. Going down the inside, Tiger getting left out to dry on the outside, will be under pressure from his teammate Toussaint, as Dano and Aston are actually joining this fight. This is exactly what I was saying. These guys fighting is now, it's allowed the second train to catch up. Someone's falling off the pack. That's ND, might have made a mistake, but we're starting to see Bonnie's fuel light on. He might be into the pits this or next lap. Is going to stay out for another one. Wiggly currently in 2nd place, under pressure from Thunder, who's under pressure from Woody, who's under pressure from Dan. I can go on for a lot more throughout this grid. Everyone's so close. Someone's coming into the pits. That looks like Math Gamer into the pits, the first driver to come into the pits. The front two, the three. I can't say the front two because Bonnie's out by 6.8 seconds, but second and downward, all continuing to fight for position. Tiger trying to make moves on Dan as the two Irishmen, Woody and Thunder, going wheel to wheel temporarily. The battle for 3rd place. Those who trying to close in on Wiggly's now. Dan's made his way up into 5th place. The two BCMR boys in 6th and 7th respectively. Toussaint trying to look for a move with his teammate. As it looks like in the background, Dano going for a move on Aston. Bonnie Evil's into the pits with 2 laps of fuel, and when she comes out the pit, she's not going to have any. He's not going to have any slipstream. Sorry, so that's where these guys' strategy's going to come into the upper hand. These guys are now going to probably push so Bonnie doesn't catch up to the back of this train. These guys are all going to have slipstream. Bonnie will not. That's the crucial phase in this race. It's now Wiggly Style is your new leader in this race. Dan looking for a move on Woody, getting racy. Bump drafting the Irishman. You can see, let's get Bumper Cam on board with Wiggly Star. And actually, let's look behind. That's the train that forms behind the Swiss driver on his Gavra Racing GT Sport debut. Currently leading laps here at Blue Moon Speedway. Laps 26 out of 60, approaching lap 27. Almost halfway through this race and almost at the pit stop phase. You can see we're seeing a few fuel warning lights coming on. That's hard to say when your mouth is dry after doing this for 27 laps. Dan thinking of a move, trying to go down the inside. Not that Dan, this Dan. Where's that Dan? He's going up into... Where did Dan go? Oh, he's down in 8th place. I do apologise. But you can see now Ted, Wolfie has all gained up to the back of this train. So we now have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 3 wide between Tiger, Dano and Aston, who's on the inside. Tiger on the outside, Dano on the inside. Wolfie trying to hold it around the outside of this. Who I cannot actually see what's going on, but it looks like Dano's up into 5th place. Tiger making moves up into 6th place. He's going to try and go around the outside of the Irishman. Aston down the inside of Connor. This is absolutely insane racing we have going on here. I think that's Tiger going wheel to wheel with Connor. The battle for 6th place. Ted looking for a move around the outside of Aston, gets the move done on his F1 Academy rival. As I've just got rid of just got rid of all the UI. I don't know how to get it back, but we'll keep it like this for now. As Thunder currently in 2nd place. Woody trying to go around the outside. That's going to leave Toussaint available to go towards the inside. He's actually on board with Dan there. Let's go on board with Toussaint. Looking behind, you can see there Dano gaining, and I think that's Dano and the Swiss or Ukraine looking like cars. We've got a few people into the pits. I can't get the graphics back. I do apologise, guys. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Someone came into the pits. I don't think anyone came into the pits, actually. I think someone was just breaking the slipstream. But your grid after 29 laps. We've got Wiggly, Thunder, Woody, Toussaint, Dano, Tiger, Aston, Connor. Sorry, Dan, Connor, Ted and Wolfie all actually into the pits. Math Gamer and Bonnie having picked previously. But I think we can almost take a break. I'm going to quickly see what people are saying in the chat before any else kicks off. People talking about money, that's what I'm quickly seeing. 3 screens, etc. I don't know if I'll comment on that yet, but the battle for the lead has now gone down to battle for the top 4 as people are starting to make their pit stops. Dano and Wiggly into the pits, and this will be interesting to see whether Bonnie Evil will come out ahead or behind. Was leading by 6 seconds as they're still in the pits. Are they still in the pits? Okay, this is going to be really interesting. Bonnie has come out ahead of Dano and Wiggly. People also yet to pit. This is going to be interesting. Bonnie on the 2 stop. These guys assuming on the 1 stop that they're pitting halfway through this race. Thunder, Woody, not Tim. Oh my god. I do apologise. Toussaint, Woody, Toussaint, Dan, Aston, all into the pits. I think I named everyone there. I do apologise if I missed anyone. 6 drivers all into the pits. Here goes Bonnie Evil now round the final quarter. Toussaint and Tiger with a lot of fuel left. Yeah, Dutchy's saying Bonnie Evil will probably pit lap 50, which will make this race interesting. As you can see, goes into the lead of the race, going through turn 1 now. But this is where the chasing pack of... And let me look forward. Wiggly come out ahead of Woody, it seems. So the trainers kind of reformed. Tiger and Toussaint have pulled away, having saved a lot of fuel in the early stint. So if these two can work together, they've got a 1.5 seconds on with 6 second gap to Thunder, which is going to be really beneficial in their end result. So with Bonnie Evil definitely pitting again, Tiger and Toussaint in a really good position to try and win this race. Currently trying to look for any on-track battles. We've got Wiggly looking for a move on Connor, as this is where saving fuel in the first stint has proved really efficient. Interesting fact, Castle. Bon Evil in the GT Sport League is actually a he, and in the F1 it's a she. Two different people. So yeah, I didn't know that myself. It's hard to get used to, but you can see now the two BCMR boys battling away for second place. I'm sure they'll be working together, just bump drafting each other, putting out the gap to Thunder, Dano, Woody, Connor and Wiggly behind. You can see the train in the map in the top right. Not quite, just kind of, the gaps roughly about a second each between a few guys. You can see there in the background Connor and Wiggly going wheel to wheel, the battle for 7th place. Wiggly on the inside, Wiggly on the inside, as Connor will now tuck in behind, settled in for 8th place for now. But 8 to 9 seconds is the gap between Bonnie and Toussaint. You can see there Tiger pushing Toussaint along here. Now there are no teams in this one-off event, just all to play for, so this is going to be interesting. These two guaranteeing each other a 1-2, but it's going to be interesting which way round it is, who's going to try and fight it first. I see the cars behind, they can't really do anything to gain, they can only match. If they bump draft each other, then they'll only be able to match. Ted has unfortunately disconnected from the session on lap 34, made it just over halfway through the race. But these guys, they can catch up if they all bump draft each other. That's the only way, unfortunately, these guys will be able to catch up. If Woody bump drafts Thunder, Thunder will bump draft Dano, but Thunder's momentum will bump draft Dano, and then Woody will eventually bump draft Thunder again into Dano. As I say that, these guys are starting to race for position. Woody up into 5th place, Dano drops down to 6th place, and now going to go wheel to wheel down the start finish straight. Not the smartest of moves, I think Dano realises that, and tucks in behind the slipstream. I mean, usually you would cheer for someone to get the move done, but unfortunately here I think it's all about working together and getting the move done. I really do need a drink, but I don't have any water or any Ribena or any Coke or Fanta or whatever, you know. Whatever you drink. I'm not Dutchy, I don't drink beers during commentary or whatever. But Tiger and Toussaint working together, pushing each other along. I think the only bit of action that's going to happen here, the battle for 4th place. We do have a battle forming for 8th between Wolfie and Connor. But I think 4th place is where we're going to see all the action. Hello Alex in the chat as well. You should then be faster. Yeah. I know Cash Denver is two different people. Definitely two people. I think it'd be quite impressive if you could change that quickly in between. Like, let's say, well, if Bonnie raced on the Super League, which had a few appearances in the Super League, and then GT Sports on a Friday, that'd be a very quick transformation. Yeah. As starting to see a battle unfold for 4th place now. Dano getting the move done on Woody. Wiggly Stars also gaining on the back of these guys as well. Seems to be the only action out on track, as these two kind of pushing each other along now. Tiger getting the move on Toussaint, who has less fuel. Interesting. Tiger being able to save a lot more fuel under the slipstream, which means he will have a shorter pit stop and will come out ahead. Actually, no, they're not going to pit. What am I talking about? But they do need to save fuel if they are to go to the end. It is definitely possible, which is why my ingenious testing skills made sure that saving fuel could enable you to go 30 laps in the race. And there you go, Dutchy. Further proof that I am the best at testing. For those who don't know the context, he always moans at me for spending 3 months or 2 months or whatever it is to make a calendar, when you know, I've actually made the calendar, I just don't tell him. It kind of annoys him, and it kind of brings a little bit of joy to myself, which if you can annoy Dutchy, and I don't mean annoy him by, you know, taking someone out in an F1 race and he has to make a claim and then he's like, oh, these, you know, Don't do that. But if you're faster than him, I wouldn't challenge him. If you are faster than him, just annoy him. It's quite fun. Let's have a look what people are saying in the chat. It is a beautiful race, Dan. It is a very beautiful race. Absolutely chaotic scenes at the start when we had first to 10th separated by a second, 3 wide into turn 1, almost 4 wide. And Bon Evil currently leading the race by 7 seconds, 10 seconds, sorry, as things stand. I can't read apparently after doing this for 39 laps. Oopsie, I've pressed the button again. I actually need to know what these buttons do. So that one does that one. That one brings up the name. That one brings up the telemetry. That turns everything off. Which one brings everything back on? I need to learn how to use the keyboard after having 2 seasons out in commentary. Well, 1 season, sorry. Ben and Isaac took over for Group A. Dano and ND doing Group B. Both of them doing a beautiful job, an amazing job in the commentary for last season. Hope to get them maybe some F1 leagues as well. But Matt Gamer and Aston having their battle for 9th place. Aston in the slipstream, gaining and gaining and gaining, doesn't go for a move and thinks wisely about it and decides to bump draft. It's kind of like the the meta thing kind of for this race, as Tiger and Turismo are both saving fuel in the hopes to pull off the 1 stop. Bon Evil currently leading this race, and I know I'm not a genius. Well, I am a genius, sorry. I am a genius, but my theory is I think Bonnie should pit now. That's my theory. I think Bonnie should pit now, not wait. Well, maybe give it a few laps till the fuel burns down. But the longer she stays out, or he stays out, sorry, the longer he's going to spend in the pits. So maybe it might make sense to pit now, put in a bit less fuel, hope that it takes. Well, it's definitely not going to take 10 seconds, I'm sorry. I can guarantee you that. It probably takes about 10 seconds to get into the pit stop. I keep pressing that button, I do apologise. All the buttons are next to each other. I actually need to remember. I can't remember what all these buttons do. But actually no, we haven't used the replay feature yet. I think I used it once, but we haven't used the replay. If there's a move, I'm going to use the replay feature, because I think everyone's missed that this season. I don't think people know that if you use a keyboard, you have all these fancy buttons. Like if I can press this one, it brings up Thunder's helmet. I can press this one, followed by that one, it gives up Dano's helmet and his flag. Actually, let's have a look at everyone's helmet while we're kind of reached a bit of a lull in this race. I said that I'm going quiet now because I'm looking at this battle and they look like they're about to get racy here. The battle for 4th place between Dano, Thunder, Woody and Wiggly. I mean, I've said the word, so anything that happens from now on is totally my fault. Someone has come into the pits and is coming out on the exit of turn 1. That is Connor, currently 11 seconds behind ND. Turismo and Tiger working together. But let's have a look at everyone's helmet. And for those who are still watching, let's rate the best one. These guys bump drafting. So there's Bon Evil's helmet, Lewis Hamilton's style. There's Tiger's helmet, grey, white with an Instagram logo. There's Turismo's helmet, nice camo, turquoise, white and grey, works well. Here's Dano's helmet, yellow and blue. It's kind of, that reminds me of an F1 helmet that Codemasters released. Dano's helmet, green and orange, Irish vibes. His Willys, got a nice harp on the side. Oh, that's quite nice. Nice green helmet with a harp on the side. Here's Wiggly's helmet. Nice blue, grey, kind of like a lime. Works well. Here's Matt Gamers. I'm going to guess Red Bull. Yes. Let's get him there. Red Bull helmet. Not a Red Bull fan, by the way. Ferrari fan. Here's Aston's helmet. Nice colours. Orange, grey. Rate it. Might actually be looking for a move on Matt Gamer, but it's going to bump draft. Which is where the lull kind of should work. Here's Wolfies. This is exactly the same as Thunder's. Interesting. Here's Dan's. Grey and black. Here's ND's. Interesting design. Black, blue and yellow. And here's Connor's. A nice sky. Blue. Lights blue. Nice, all nice helmets. I rate them. Thanks, Dutchy. You can tell you know when it's died down a bit in the race when we're looking at people's helmets. But Nascar are running low on fuel. Actually, the battle for 8th place. Dutchy and Tiger and Hussein in the battle for 2nd place. I've just seen Dutchy's comment. So exciting, left turns. This is entertaining. When have you ever seen two cars run this close to one another? As here goes Thunder, that's Thunder and Woody getting the move done on Dano, I believe. We can use the replay camera and have a look and see exactly what happened to Dano in 4th place. Here goes Thunder, here goes Woody to the inside and both get the move done up into 4th and 5th place. There we go, replay camera. Woo! We're all so excited to see the return of the replay camera. I can see the excitement on your faces. All the viewers watching were like, yay, the replay cameras, they're finally back. We've all missed the replay cameras. See, Black Country's enjoying it. Dutchy's actually really enjoying this. He sat there on his phone, his laptop, and he's on the edge of his seat right now. The gap out front is still getting bigger. Interesting. Probably means Tiger and Hussein are saving a lot of fuel. Dano using ABS. Yeah, Dano has got his ABS on weak, I believe. If it's grey, it's on default. If it's yellow, it's on weak. Which means he does lock up, or can lock up. It's kind of like medium traction in F1. This is kind of like weak traction. And then you can have ABS off as well. I think that's when it goes red. I think there was one other person. I don't know, it's just Dano. Actually, we can call PP up using the assist, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not mean. If people need to use the assist, then they need to use the assist. It is an oval though, so I don't know what assist you would need. Can anyone in the chat name an assist you might need on an oval? Apart from, well, in the game, obviously, in real life, you might need more than an extra life assist. But in terms of the game, I don't think you need any assist. I'm sure Dutchy can think of all the assists. As here goes Woody, Dano, sorry, looking for a move down the inside of Woody. Doesn't quite get the move done. But we are going to see an interesting fight for the lead, actually. When these two stop fuel saving, they're going to get aggressive. They are going to race each other. They're both going to want to win this race. Here goes Woody looking for a move on Thunder. I think they've all given up now in hopes for winning this race. Here goes Woody Star as well, looking for a move down the inside of Dano. Can't quite get the move done. Dano trying to look for a move around the outside of Thunder. Both two. Ooh, I almost hiccuped. Sorry. Dano on the outside of Thunder. I've not done this in a while. Gets the move done up into 5th place and will be hunting down Woody in the fight for 4th place as Bon Evil comes into the pits. This is the turning point in the race. Tiger and Hussein now going around the final corner. Where will Bon Evil come out? I'm going to say it's going to be around about behind Thunder, Wiggly Style, Thunder to the inside of Dano. These two going wheel to wheel. Dano's going to have Woody slipstream in the run down towards turn 1. Thunder tucks in behind the blue car of Dano once again. And so these guys continue to battle for 4th place. Wiggly Style getting the move done. Almost looking at the move done, sorry. As Thunder and Dano going wheel to... No, that's Thunder and Woody's. Dano and Wood. Oh my... I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. Dano and Woody going wheel to wheel in towards turn 1. So by the time I've said what's actually happened, they're almost going into turn 2. You know, they've all... Sorry guys, it's been a while. Dutchy, what work are you doing? Being a guy sits in his chair playing Candy Crush and watching Gavra. Yeah, that's what Dutchy does. Dutchy doesn't actually work. He just sits at a desk with a load of monitors on his phone playing, you know, Temple Run and Candy Crush, all those OG mobile games. Here goes Wiggly Star on a... Yeah, this is Wiggly Star going down the inside of Thunder. Why did I doubt myself? These two getting battling for 6th place. Wiggly Star gets the initial move down the inside, but Thunder on the outside is going to have better acceleration on corner exit. Acceleration is really important on this game. Wiggly taking a higher line as now here goes Thunder towards the inside. Can he get the move done? He's going to keep his bumper in there on the inside. And he's still closing up, but tucks him behind for now. That's the advantage of the wide line. You're able to get better corner exit speed, and now these two are leading by 4.5 seconds. And this is where the race is going to get interesting. 8 laps to go, and these two aren't going to hold anything back against each other. Sorry, I've just seen this comment. Oh, that is quality. Anyway, the battle for the lead is now on. 8 laps to go. Will be about 6 minutes. That's the battle for the battle for third place as well. This battle just got even more exciting. We've got a battle for the lead and a battle for the final spot on the podium. So this is where things all get exciting. I've been saying it's all fun and games for Tiger and Toussaint until they exit the final corner. Yep, definitely, until one of them decides to be Chick Hicks. It's like the scene from Cars where we've got the King versus Lightning McQueen for the lead of the race. Unfortunately, I was going to say, well, that didn't really happen. It was more Lightning pushing the King over. A spoiler alert, but hang on, sorry, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Cars. If you haven't seen Cars, firstly, what are you doing? How have you not seen Cars? But it's like that. Toussaint pushing Tiger. We're not on the final lap, but we need Bonnie up there. We need Bonnie back up there in the green car to beat Chick Hicks, take out someone and cause a bit of drama. Actually, no, don't. Bonnie, if you're watching, don't do that, please. That's not advised. But anyway, here we go. The final 6 laps, sorry, of the Blue Moon Speedway NASCAR event. The first one-off event out of a few more yet to come. How long have we been going for? Can't actually tell how long we've been going for, but I'm sure it's well, I think it's about 40 minutes this race. The battle for third place currently Wheelie style on his Gavra Racing GT Sport debut in an amazing third place. Sorry. This is where Dutchy in the comments are like, oh, it's only left hand, there's not much skills required. But still doing an amazing job to keep 3 Irishmen behind. It's currently an Irish 4, 5, 6, 7 at the minute. Yellow flag, someone's gone off. Who has gone off? And I actually got to get a replay and try and find who's gone off. Was it ND who went off? There's contact there, and it's Connor who's gone off. I just missed that, but it looks like a little bit of contact and our first crash in the race, and it's Connor backwards doing donuts across the line. There you can see the leaders going through, and Connor just can't quite get the throttle down. He's really overheated the rears, and it's going to be a pain to get that car going back in the straight line. You can see in the map in the top right, he has just got going again. But that's the first crash we've had, and here we go, the 2 leaders now fighting away. Toussaint and Tiger, the battle for the lead of the race. They both have about the same amounts of fuel. This is where things might get a bit aggressive with only 5 laps left to go. We've got the battle for the lead and the battle for the podium. Let me know in the comments, guys, who's going to be the top 3. Will it be Tiger, Toussaint and Wiggly? Will it be Toussaint, Tiger and Wiggly? Or will there be someone different on that podium, in those podium positions? We'll just have to wait, see. Meanwhile, the King and Lightning, the King and the Queen, going at it for the lead of the race. 3 laps to go. I'm going to call them that was words. I'm going to call them the Queen. Should I call them a Queen and King? Nah, we'll see whatever comes out of my mouth. I'll probably waffle something. Chick Hicks will probably get involved. There you go. Woody's now Chick Hicks in this. If he takes out Wiggly and then catches up, then we'll have a exact moment from Cars. But the 2 leaders separated by 7/800. Their warning lights have come on with 3 laps to go, so they are still going to be saving fuel while racing each other. It's who can save the most fuel in the 3 laps to go. Who's going to be able to pull it into 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 on the fuel? As these guys might actually catch up if they need to save a lot of fuel. They are all in their red lights though, so it's going to be interesting using Tiger's favourite commentary phase. As here we go, 2 laps to go. No moves being made just yet. Let's have a quick look down, as the gaps are pretty spread out, to be honest, between everyone else. So Toussaint's just dropping off Tiger a little bit. Maybe he's trying to save fuel. You can see the gaps coming down, so he's starting to push. Is he going to go for a move? He might be trying to save more fuel, but stays behind his teammate for now. Thunder's just dropping off of this battle for now. I think he needs to save more fuel than the 3 cars in front of him, so it's now a 3-horse race for the podium positions. Let's ride on board with the two leaders once again. Tiger, let's get a rear view shot. You can see there Toussaint gaining and gaining and gaining, stays behind for now. Are these two going to make it to the end on their one-stop strategy? We'll have to wait and see. There's only one lap to go, 50 seconds, 60 odd seconds left to go in this race. Can Wiggly Style get a podium on his first Gavra Racing GT Sport race? Let's hide the UI for the final lap of the race. The white flag will be waved, but it won't be waved, but it will be waved because this is a NASCAR event. Here we go as we're starting, almost about to start the final lap of the race. You can see now it's a two-horse race for the podium between Woody and Wiggly. Tiger and Toussaint in the battle for the lead of the race. Here we go then. The white flag's been waved. Here we go. Will we see any moves in towards turn one? Toussaint not going to go for anything on Tiger. Woody not going to go for anything on Wiggly just yet. But now we approach the exit for turn one. A really important corner to get good exit speed. This is now in the run down towards turn 2 and 3. The final two corners of the race. Here we go. Will we see a move for the lead on the final lap? Here, this all counts for nothing now. Toussaint might look for it down the inside of Tiger. Woody's going for it down the inside of Wiggly's round. Just going to keep up to the top here, but who's going to get it? Toussaint and Tiger now going wheel to wheel. Looks like Toussaint's got ahead of Tiger, and Toussaint wins the NASCAR event here. Woody gets on the podium. I think, unfortunately for Wiggly, I think he's run out of fuel across the line, and that looks like Thunder getting ahead up into 5th place. Aston as well. Dano running out of fuel on the line. I think this is MD coming across in 9th place. No, sorry, that's Connor coming across the line a lap down. But wow, what a race! What a race! Dan finishing in, Aston in 7th, Dano in 8th, Wolfie in 9th, the Scout Dan in 10th, Math Gamer in 10th, sorry, ND in 11th, Connor in 12th, Toussaint winning by a 10th of a second in the end, and was able to get that good run through the final corner. And unfortunately for Wiggly, running out of fuel. But there you have it, Toussaint going up 3 positions in the race to win the first off-season event, the NASCAR event here at Blue Moon Speedway. Here are the race results then. Once again, see the lap chart, that's not really too important. So it was Toussaint to win, followed by Tiger, Wiggly, Bonnie, Thunder, Aston, Dano, Wolfie, Dan, Math, Andy, and Connor. Ted unfortunately disconnecting halfway during the race. But that was absolutely incredible. Woody actually got 3rd place. He's already left the session, so congratulations to those 3 or 4 on the podium. Bonnie Evil getting the fastest lap of the race on lap 55. That was absolutely incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed. Woody saying after he crossed the line he lagged out and he got P3. Yep, that was your podium. Toussaint, Tiger and Woody. I hope you all really enjoyed this one-off event, and we are going to have more. I haven't confirmed anything yet, but hopefully we are going to have more one-off events between now and season 4 of the league. If you are interested in joining season 4 and you're new, please just send me a message. More information will be out in about a month or so for the next season. If you want to sign up for the 3 hours of Spa happening on the 12th of June, I think, message Toussaint for more information about that. And I think the 24-hour race of Le Mans is full, but just message Toussaint to be sure about that as well. Anyway, I've been X90G. I hope you've all really enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you later, and it's goodbye from me.